We all know the benefits of walking. Today we're going to learn how to increase those benefits by using a technique called urban poling, which originated in Europe.
It turns walking into a full body workout. So walking or even running is really belly button and below. It's legs and glutes or buns. And as soon as you put poles in your hands, all of a sudden you start using your arms, your shoulders, and if you're standing very tall, you get your abdominals, your core muscles working as well. It does wonderful things for your posture. You really are forced to stand very tall and your shoulders are pulled back every time you stride with the poles. People who have knee issues, if you've run for a lot of years, or perhaps you have a bit of arthritis in your knees or hips, you offload weight into the poles as well. So the steps are just a little gentler. Even though you could be working very hard, your upper body is taking some of the workload away from those joints. May look like ski poles, but once you really take a good look, you'll see that they're very, very different. Number one, they telescope, so we can make them longer or shorter depending on your height. So we've got height numbers here, and we find your height and we simply make the pole. I'm 5'4", so I just make the pole, here it is, 5'4" right here. We've got shock absorbers because every time you plant the pole, we're not planting on nice soft snow, we're planting on a sidewalk or asphalt or the beach. And so we have a nice boot tip on the bottom here which absorbs shock.
So I'm all suited up. How do we do this?
All right, so before we get going, 4 quick little things to think about. One is the grip here. We want to have our fingers all the way around the ergonomic handle, but there's no need to hold tightly. Just fingers all the way around, but we call it an easy grip.
Okay.
Second thing is you want to take the boot tips, those boots at the bottom of your poles, and put them way back behind you. Way back there. And if when you're walking, when you're urban poling, you happen to see your boot tips out of the corner of your eye, you know you're not in quite the right position. They're always going to stay behind you the whole time you're walking. So if we just do this as we're standing here, arms straight, so feel like your arms are 2 long pendulums.
Okay.
That's what it's going to feel like once we get moving. And then the last thing is, we'll just stop our arms for a sec, is to lift your rib cage up. Shoulders stay down, but the rib cage goes up. And if I give you a little poke here, we should feel your abdominals contracted. Yeah. So that engages your abs and your core muscles, and that's something people are all very keen about these days. So lift your rib cage up, and we're just going to drag our poles, and as your right foot steps forward, feel your left arm and that left pole swing forward.
Right.
Okay? In our classes, we like to add lots of variety, so we do lunges, walking lunges, we do squats, just to really up the intensity a little bit. We'll sometimes put our poles down and do some tricep dips, just to add some variety and really make sure we've given the body a thorough workout.
And you're even showing a variety where you'll do a double pole to get the scapula.
Double pole as well, which is similar if you're a skier, where both poles dig in and you push yourself forward with both poles. Good workout for the upper body.
I feel great. Not only did I work my lower body, but I also worked my upper body. And I tell my patients all the time to walk because this cross action of opposite leg to opposite arm works each individual vertebrae all the way up to the neck. For more information, go to urbanpoling.com and I'll see you on the trails. I'm Dr. Scott Levine, and that's Toronto Living.
Now, in fact, doctors in Europe are prescribing urban poling for their patients because it's the